We're also following a developing story out of Ottawa. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau tapping former Bank of Canada Governor Mark Carney to help craft a plan for Canada's economic recovery. That's all according to BNN Bloomberg. Let's take you to Ottawa, where Michel Boyer has been digging into the story for us. He joins us now. All right, Michel, tell us a little bit more about what Mark Carney's role might be.
Well, this is a very informal role, Jennifer. Good afternoon. I could tell you that Mark Carney, boy, he has a long list of credentials. Of course, Canada's former, the former Bank of Canada governor, the former governor of the Bank of the UK. Recently left that post after 7 years, and now he's back in Ottawa. And I'm told by a number of sources that he is acting as an informal advisor, but we're talking rather informal here. This is not a compensated role. He's having occasional conversations with the Prime Minister as this government looks to shape policy decisions for the future. We're talking about, obviously, yes, the economic recovery, what social gaps are existing right now because of COVID-19, where the government is missing the mark as far as getting help to where it needs to go, and also how does Canada really climb out of this very, very big hole that we're in? Do want to point out, obviously, Canada not the only country in dire financial straits because of COVID-19, but Justin Trudeau trusts Mark Carney. And you know what? Around town, Jen, Mark Carney is a name I've been hearing for quite a while. Been talking about him being the next finance minister, even the next Liberal leader. Not quite there yet, but you know, these are a lot of political cards that are moving around constantly.
Well, if you are a political wonk, you know, the permutations are endless. I mean, would he be in line for the finance minister's job? And what does that mean for Bill Morneau and his camp that has also come under fire from the Conflict of Interest Commissioner's office? And what does that mean for the people like Chrystia Freeland or Francois Champagne, who've been touted as potential Liberal leaders moving forward as well?
Great question. So much to unpack there. I mean, if you look at Mark Carney, does he even want to get into politics right now? You know, so that's one important element that we have to consider. Yes, you're right. Deputy Prime Minister Chrystia Freeland also seen as somebody who'd be able to take over the reins from Justin Trudeau whenever that happens. Francois-Philippe Champagne, another option. But what about the future, really? And I think this is an important question here of Bill Morneau. There's been lots of talk about whether he wants to stay in politics or not. He's, of course, facing added pressure because of what happened with the We charity. Of course, we know that right now, as we speak, there are dozens of public servants, lawyers going over a document dump from the government to the Finance Committee and Ethics Committee over the We charity. How many times is Bill Morneau's name in there? You know, that's something that we're going to have to wait and see how it all unfolds. But there are a lot of people that I've had the opportunity to speak to who are concerned about whether or not he can stay on as finance minister. And there are people who have been covering politics a whole lot longer than me, Jen, who have said, you know, listen, in any sort of normal circumstance, this would be like the nail in the coffin for the finance minister, because this is not his first run-in, you know, with the ethics commissioner. And also, remember that day when he testified at committee and said, by the way, this morning I wrote REIT Charity a check for $41,000. That went off like an atomic bomb in this town.
Michel Boyer with the latest from Ottawa. Appreciate it, Michel. Thank you.